cast on a sock for my niece. So I cast on 52 stitches. I knit a 2x2 rib for 1 inch, and then I knit the leg for 2 inches for a total of 3. Now I'm going to knit across. These are the front stitches. There's 26 on this side and 26 on that side. This is considered the front. So I'm going to knit across here at the front to the back, and then on these back 26 stitches I'm going to start the heel flap, and I thought I would take you along and show you how I do that. So let's knit across the front. These ones we will leave alone while we do the heel flap. So it's pretty easy on a circular needle to do that. Just make sure that you have the same number of stitches on the front that's on the back. I've made the mistake of not double checking, and then when I went to decrease for the gusset, I had a lot of trouble. Okay, so I'm on the back here. This is my beginning of round, and what I'm going to do here for the first 2 stitches is I'm going to knit them. And then I'm going to slip knit all the way across. I think the technical term is the slip stitch heel. Okay, the last one should be a knit. Then turn your work, and we're going to work our way back, purling. So we're leaving these stitches alone on the front here, and we're just going to work on the back. So slip the first stitch and then knit across, or sorry, purl across. Now that we have the pattern established, we're going to, so on the 3rd row, you're going to slip knit all the way around. So that first row establishes the edging along here. So slip, knit, tighten it up, slip, knit, slip, knit. And then the last one should be a knit. Sometimes I'll get to it and it'll be a slip, and that way I know I've messed up the patterning somewhere in there. So on this first stitch we're going to slip and then purl all the way across, no slipping. minus that first one. You can now see the patterning start along here. You're going to knit back and forth for 1.5 inches. This is a child's sock, so that's what I'm doing, 1.5 inches. And then I'll meet you back here for the heel turn. See you then. Okay, I've knit the heel flap the 1.5 inches. I've ended on the wrong side. This is where you start the heel turn. So what I'm going to do, I'm following the pattern. And what the pattern says to do is slip this first stitch, knit 14, knit 2 together, knit 1, and turn. So we're going to go ahead and do that. So don't count this first stitch. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Okay, so now you're going to purl 2 together. Knit 1 and turn your work. You're going to slip the first stitch, knit 3, SSK, knit 1, and turn your work. Now that the pattern is established, it'll be easy just to work this heel turn. So slip your first one, knit to 1 stitch before the gap. Here's the gap. Purl these 2 together and knit 1. Turn your work. Slip the first stitch, knit to 1 stitch, oop, almost knit it, SSK, knit 1, turn your work. Slip the first one, purl across, purl 2 together, knit 1, turn your work. And I'm going to repeat that until all of these stitches are worked. Okay? Okay, we've finished picking up on this side. We have this side left to do, and then we will be done with the heel turn. Okay, that's it. Nice little triangular heel turn. So the next step that we need to do is pick up stitches along the heel flap and then begin knitting again on the front. Pick up stitches along this side of the heel flap and then do some decreasing. This part is considered the gusset. So we're going to go ahead and pick these up. What is best is to pick up the V from the V, not the left side or the right side. You want to pick up the whole V. That makes the cleanest connection. Okay, and you're just going to hold it on the needle. Go into the next one. Pick up the yarn. Keep it a little snug on there. You don't want it too loose. And then just keep going. This is what it looks like as you're going along. It's this nice V-shaped. What I usually do is I just pick up every V along this. It doesn't matter how many it is. Just pick up every one. Now we're going to join the front to our gusset, and you do that just by knitting. Now we need to pick up the other side of the heel flap, and that will be the end of the, or the beginning of the gusset. Okay, so that leaves a pretty big hole, so I'm going to skip that one and go here. It's a lot tighter, which will be nice. The last thing you want is holes on the corner of your socks. So I'm going to snug it up pretty tight there and then continue picking up in the V. And again, just making sure that you're pulling this nice and snug once you've picked up the yarn. So all the gusset stitches are picked up. Should look like this. It's now in a circular. So I'm going to knit around, and you can place markers here if you'd like on each section, because this is on each corner, because this is where we will be putting our decreases in. So let me get some markers, and normally I would have already placed them, but I forgot to do that. So I'm just going to come over here, and it was this section, I believe. So we'll put a marker right here, but we'll have to do a decrease. So this first round, I consider the pickup round, I consider the first round. So there will be a decrease on this round that we're doing now. I got a little loose here, so I'm just going to tighten it up. Okay, so this space is where these are the front stitches, part of the front stitches. So I'm going to put the marker here when I get to it. That means these two stitches, when I have 3 left on here, I'm going to purl these 2 together. And knit 1. Okay, and then we are going to place the marker and knit to the other side. So we're going to knit across the front. And again, there should be 26 stitches across the front. You can count if you'd like. I'm just going to go to where I know the corner is, and I started picking up for the gusset. So should be right there. Yep. Okay. So I'm going to place the marker. On this side, we're going to knit 1 and then SSK. And I'm going to snug that up so there again is no hole on that corner. And then continue knitting. Okay, so now that we've done the first decrease. The next round is just knitting. We're going to knit all the way around. When we get to this marker again, we'll start the decreases. Here's where we started the decreases, so you know, looking at this, the two that are one, that this next round is just a knit round. So we're just going to knit all the way around till we get to this particular marker again. Okay, I'm back to, here's my marker. I've got 3 stitches on here, so that means I need to purl 2 together. Knit 1. We're going to knit across the front stitches here. Get to the next marker, knit 1, SSK, and then knit all the way around again. So again, these front stitches always stay the same. Okay, on this side you knit 1, and then you SSK, and continue knitting. Okay, so my pattern has 52 stitches total, so that's 26 on the front needle and 26 on this needle back here, the bottom of the foot. So I'm going to decrease every other round twice, once on this side, once on this side. On the opposite round of decreasing, I'm just knitting, and I'm going to do that until I have 26 stitches back here. Okay? So I'm going to go ahead and do that like I was showing you, and I'll meet you back here in a few minutes. Okay, I have finished the gusset, and I wanted to show you what it looked like. I have 26 stitches on this needle and 26 stitches on this needle for a total of 52. So now I can just knit the foot. And this is what the gusset looks like here, with the decreases, heel flap, and the turn down here. So, hope that was helpful and maybe encourages you to also knit a heel flap and gusset.